Hey, it's Brad. So, proof of truth, of something more than the mundane, God, telekinetic abilities, collective unconscious, you know, the universe has a mind and it lives in a big mushroom patch. Who knows? But if there was proof, it would be immediately polarizing. Because you'd have a contingent of people that would accept and integrate and adapt, and you'd have people that just, no matter what you put in front of them, just will refuse to see it and just keep on chasing their tails. Like, I always wonder in movies where you find out that one of the characters turned out to be hallucination the whole time. No spoilers, nothing specific. I always wonder, like, how did you not know? You know, like, if you ever suspect it, couldn't you be like, hey, can you hand me that thing that I can't reach? But I mean, I'd assume there's, you know, their own memory modification going on. It conflates the bits that it does remember with what it hopes it happened. But anyway, so imagine being able to just pick and choose little bits of what happened and delude yourself into believing that. Well, that's pretty much what people do. All right. I mean, the only way to be at peace with yourself while you are doing something you know is wrong is to convince yourself that it's not wrong. So imagine like if Bumblebee from Transformers, the dude like pulling through the radio to pull out pieces of words to say. It's a nice little gag to function, to keep running. But trying to do it real time is kind of tricky. But imagine even going a step further and using all the little sounds in the environment. Well, temples back in the day were all set up with kind of like echo chambers, kind of sequentially garbling and filtering and generating just this flow of audio entropy back to the rooms where the priests were. So pretty much like they're listening to the little ghost, like EVPs, listening for a message. And there's this trope of in games, God of randomness, RNGesus, random number generator, RNG. And if you take that temple setup to mean, oh well, clearly all religions are just crap, just people listening for random noise, and they make up what they want to hear, and they use that setup to listen in on the conversations of the people and manipulate them. Well, that's one church in particular. Not calling any names. But you could choose to believe that, well, were there a singular consciousness beyond human, some sort of an entity that, just for simplicity's sake, I like to use the term God. Well, he would be the kind that, through my experience, makes divine dad jokes all the time. Just like to make things align in just such a way for humor. I mean, that's the the completion of perversion. You know, that's the rectification back to something's twisted instead of trying to twist it back. You ever try to put a paperclip back to paperclip shape? It doesn't happen. But if you instead just keep going with it and twist it into something else, you can get a lot of really. I've got a few twisted paper clips doing various tasks right now. But yeah, it's like the more detail you get about whatever truth, especially as it pertains to divine things and hidden mysteries, the more you have to, you know, really let yourself consider what it is under the hood. And you can go with coincidence or conspiracy, but I mean, just how I roll, I guess. I prefer to think that my God, he doesn't play dice. He loads the dice and I play them.